Check in, you rodeo clowns. How's it looking out there?
Nothing here, boss. Nice and still. Mostly quiet here. Picking up some light stomping, but I'm guessing we got sorrows on the move. I'll keep my ears on it.
Solid copy. Quigs?
Actually, I got some unusual particulates in the air to the south.
Leftover pressure from last night's duster?
I'm seeing it too. Got some thermal noise, but...
Alpha, this is Trimony. Return immediately.
What's up, Jake?
We got unknown vehicles. No IDs, no chatter. Definitely on vector for short spire. I think it might be...
What the hell? Warning shots?
Return immediately. Hostile confirmation.
Squad, break and approach. Defend location from the inside. Go! Squad, this is McKinney. Where are you?
Clem, I'm not sure what's going on here, but it's happening here in Gamble, and it's happening over in Dirk's.
What? Why isn't my squad talking?
I don't know. I'll look into it. But there is a huge amount of heat from the front gate of Short Spire. Get there, but be careful.
God damn, what is happening? I'm glad lockdown procedure went off without a hitch, but I'm gonna have to clear a path through the streets and emergency gates. Forgive me.
Outside all three locations, and they're scrambling all mech-to-mech comms. They've got militia units pinned down under huge amounts of suppressing fire, but they... Odd.
What is it?
They aren't advancing on your units or even into the towns. It's like they don't want them inside.
God damn. Jake, we're being sieged.
I think you're right. Ain't no death chatter on the medical channels, which aren't scrambled.
Because they want us to know that. This is an act of strategic coercion. I need to stop this now. Need to get to the source of this before the Coalition raises the... out and get some comms back. Almost to the town square. Source is there.
Clem, can you hear me?
Elijah? How are you talking to me?
I'm at the Garcias on the shortwave. Got some bandwidth when you pop the jammers. I'm gonna get in their MK1 and come fight.
Absolutely not, Elijah. These aren't marauders. These are mercs, and there's a lot of them. You need to leave.
Are you kidding me with that? This is our home. Dad never would have just left if this was happening, and you know damn well you wouldn't either.
Fine. Get on the emergency frequency and tell everyone to maintain the lockdown, and that I'm dealing with this. Do not get in that Raptor, or I will kill you myself.
Goddamn, Clem. Get him, sis.
I will. Now shut up. These sons of bitches got floaters deployed and have to get rid of these too?
I've come here to make a proposition to your formidable and resourced coalition.
Besieging us with your forces? Is that how you do business?
Not ideally. I tried it the amicable way, and your decision-makers were not interested in considering. Now, I'm doing it the not-so-amicable way. The only thing I want is for your lovely coalition to make some goods and feed my men. You'll get good jobs, good money, and much better security than your endearing yet ill-equipped little militia. Sadly, it looks like we are past that. Now, you've got a stubborn little settlement here, and I don't actually want to hurt anyone. So be a sweet thing.
You're full of shit, Standage.
Beg your pardon, miss.
You have no intention of doing anything peacefully. You live in 3 inches of blood and bullshit, and I can smell it through your hatch. Remove yourselves, or I will do it for you.
Looks like I underestimated you, ma'am. I yield.
Clem, don't you dare let that bastard live! You're right, he's full of shit, and there's no way he's yielding.
Clem, I can't tell you what to do, but he needs to face justice. His scheme might have backfired, but this is still a huge violation of the regional code. I say apprehend him.
We're not killers or lawmen. We are protectors, and he is defeated. Stand down immediately and leave this region. If any of us ever see you in a raptor again, you will be gunned down.
You are as intelligent as you are benevolent.
Shut the hell up. Just leave.
Good job, Captain. I'm worried about him. What if he comes back?
Then he will have forfeited the generous mercy. I've made my decision. Let's clean up.
Clem?
Jake, it's Standage. He's changed his vector.
Hey, Clem. I can't imagine how much you're hurting even after all this time. And I can't imagine how aggressively you're taking it out on your lungs and liver. I hate it and I want to help. We just repossessed an old garage and a junky disassembled Mark II. Got a lucrative job too, just sitting here. You'll have some feelings about it, but I promise it's a good one. All of it's yours if you come to the Red Expanse. I need to not bury you in the middle of nowhere with nothing in your stomach. Please come. P.S. Still looking for Elijah. You doing what you're doing ain't helping. Marshal Jake Trimity. Damn, Clem. You put her together in no time at all. How long did it take?
5 hours and 17 minutes. 47 minutes longer than it should have taken.
I see. There a problem in the guts?
Oddly, no. It's from the scrappers. But it's still a Mark II. Got much better oxygen diffusion, simpler input-output mechanisms, and it's built for modification.
So what was the problem?
I was the problem. Too many times I was staring at something wonderfully simple and thinking, it can't be this easy. What mistakes have I made? Put together more military Raptors than I can count. But becoming efficient then and there cost me 47 minutes here and now.
Well, it's done now. And it looks terrific.
It is. This girl can carry 2,700 pounds of stainless steel depth and maintain a strafing speed of 22 miles per hour. Every combat system interlocks perfectly with the endoskeleton, and she's got over 3.5 inches of plate on every joint, bone, and instrument. She's magnificent. Fingers crossed I can actually get inside and never mind.
Let's get some fresh air and talk.
This is garbage.
It ain't garbage. It's just probationary. You'll be able to pick from a selection of low-risk marks with no one crawling up your crack. Except me. But I'm used to your stink.
Low risk, Jake. Which means low profit. What is the problem here?
Look, the Syndicate ain't comfortable just yet. They know about cane beds, and your stock is low.
Are you kidding me right now? I came here because you said I'd have actual work.
I know, and you will. Just gotta get you back in shape.
For fuck's sake. So what do I do then?
You shape up.
Tell me what that looks like to your people.
Well, listen. We repossessed this place from another pilot. He was a piece of criminal dog shit, but he wasn't stupid. This building and this location, primed to be the foundation of a legitimate operation. You, of all people, can get it there. Clean it up, power it up, turn it into the self-sustaining operation we both know it could be, and take on a handful of low-risk bounties. Once you do that, I can reapproach the syndicate and we can get you what you want.
And you're confident about...
I am. You'll be wearing that bounty star before you know it, and then the cash will start pouring.
Fine. I will attempt this. Now get out of here so I can work. Suppose it's official now. I'm a bounty hunter. It's probationary, which is more than a little infuriating. But it's work. Jake's trying to scrape up a bounty for me. Bless his big, dumb heart. Suspect he'll contact me soon. For now, I need to step outside and rattle out the brain.
this girl can still overheat. If I let that happen,
Howdy, Journal. It's been a while, but you must forgive me. My fondness for writing burned out a few moments back. However, I still recognize that writing without fondness can still be medicinal, and it's time to swallow it down. To whomever might stumble upon these words one day, my name is Clementine McKinney. I go by Clem. I was once a soldier and a protector and a sister. I tried to just fade away in the middle of nowhere, hoping all memories of me would become dandelion seeds on the wind. But I underestimated the cruelty of an empty stomach and couldn't turn down my friend's food. Now here I am in the red expanse, doing the one thing I've ever been good at. Tuning war machines and then using them to make death. Fingers crossed I can put on a star and hijack enough coin from the incompetent law that I can slide on past. Looks like I got a letter from Cleet. Let's see what that old
Howdy, Clementine. I really appreciate you helping me out. Well, I'd love to restore that old corral and keep some beef there, but bots and smugglers like it too much. Now that you're on the job, this might actually change someday, but only if you stay frosty.
Cleet wasn't kidding about this place. This is rightly spacious. Get the busted up bots wandering around here will make good dummies, too.
Got your first live one here. A local thief with a litany of petty charges on his head. Most recent,
You got a location?
him and his gang seem to have made camp.
Sounds simple enough.
Not so fast. He's wanted dead or alive. Dead is fine.
Understood. If I want to bring in live marks, I'll need that chain binder. Unfortunately,
watch my step here. These Your daddy would be ashamed of you. Ain't room for you in this world.
Now that I've been out destroying things for money twice, I am reminded, albeit a little painfully, about my relationship with raptors. I'm reminded about how much love, intimacy, and care that I once had for these things. My fellow soldiers would ask me why my Raptors rifles never jammed, or why the ordnance never shook loose. What those dumbasses didn't understand is that I'd be in the garage with my beast until the oil burned out, and I wouldn't go to sleep until it was purring like a kitten on the diagnostic chains. I loved every bleary-eyed moment of it, and I really loved when my there's some shame in it, but I'm I can be mad at this place that I don't want to be in all day long, but... I'm aware of the perfectly boring reasons all this visual phenomena appears, but I like to pretend it'll never get old. I've done enough for one day. Time to apply for it. A letter from Jay.
Clem, I just had to kick the doors open on a construction guild warehouse that was moving and storing contraband.
Well, I ain't gonna sit on this workbench upgrade plan. This is what I'm doing for now. You're not allowed to make coffee anymore. This tastes like you brewed it in a trash bag.
Hey, I know my coffee is unterrific, but I am a high-ranking officer of the law. I have deputies that make my coffee for me.
I am not at the appropriate consciousness level for conversations with bureau...
No shit. That garden could really be something. If you're wanting to push your coin, you could get some corn and some beans going at the very least. Maybe some citrus, even.
I was thinking the same thing. As much as I'd love to just order all my food and spend that cooking time.
Exactly. And hell, you get some clean plant water going, and there ain't no good reason you can't also have chickens.
Pump the brakes. I moved in here.
I understand you don't want to be in Rosewater Bluff around all them despicable good folk, but...
I don't disagree, Jake.
All right, fair enough. I'm just excited for you, cowgirl.
Anything interesting going up on the bounty board?
Yes, actually. A burner and his crew, all wanted for a disgusting myriad of crimes. We believe they sleep...
Burners?
Absolutely. I wouldn't let anyone outside a Raptor anywhere near one. Now, I'd...
Roger that.
I'm gonna head out, Prickly Pear. I'll have your bounty on the board today.
While I'm waiting for Jake, I should take care of my guts. I like... Time to mix it up in the kitchen with a big, fat, delicious breakfast burrito. Looks like shit, but sure does work. Camp. I remember how to make a short fire breakfast burrito, but I want to make a red little of this, little of that, done and done. That's more my speed.
The bounty is on the board. Pursue whenever you're ready, but be careful.
They really that burn?
Yes, and out their minds on labor drugs. A nasty
I wouldn't. cost of fuel is hitting my bottom line a little too hard. Here's what happened today, Journal. Whatever syndicate mouthpiece has been trying to keep me at the kids' table is finally letting off. They looked at the silly little report. Firmly in the category of less thrilling developments is the farming I'm about to do. Being in this place for a moment reminded I'll need to do a little more work to get it started, but I think somewhere in my lower intestines is a little...